Guys, it's the History Nerd, and we're back with another exciting episode of Civ 5 France. So let's go ahead and hit that next turn button and see what the future has to offer. No time travel this time around, thankfully, because it's not something that I enjoy doing. Wasting 40 minutes recording an episode and just to have it all fall flat on my face, because hey, I wasn't expecting the fine friendly Japanese to attack. But I digress. We've stemmed the assault quite easily. Paris remains in French hands, so that's a good thing. Plans wise, yeah, we can just leave you doing your thing. We're gonna get another swordsman unit, so
Sta offerta non sarà valida per tanto tempo. Penseghe.
this deal is not only strengthening our bonds of friendship, but it's also helping my war with Japan, so you got it, my friend. I mean, we've got enough iron, and I'm not at risk of running out, but the more iron we can get, the better. That sounds like a great idea. Let's go ahead and open that up. You can see we're definitely not making any money at all. We're still 5 turns away from the caravan that we can open up with the Mayans, so that's good news. Yeah, come in. Come on in. Come on. Take those truffles. Try it. I hope they do. I don't think they will, but I mean, I hope they do. Yeah. So, swordsman. Caravan up north. That should hopefully right our economic woes. I would imagine, I hope. See, it really feels like what I should do is this. Just so I can keep dishing out damage. I think that was a good idea. So please send more of your warrior axemen at me. We don't have any perks that reduce the cost of garrisoned units, so that's good. I mean, it's not good. It would be great if we did. But the fact that we don't means that, I'm not screwing my economy even more over by having that composite bowman out. And we'll just send you back, put you on alert, and figure out what to research next. So let's take a look at the tree. Sailing is still the redheaded stepchild, and apologies to all redheads out there. I don't mean that in a negative way, I just mean it in a way of I don't want to do anything with it. I don't even need to do anything with it, I don't think Lyon is a port. Or Lyon is definitely not a port. Orleans is a port, but it doesn't have any resources yet. So once the borders expand to actually, include the fish on either ends, then absolutely. But by that time, I mean, it's already 2 turns. It's not going to be that. It's just going to keep going down from there. So we're sitting pretty. Philosophy might not be a bad idea. Getting the National College is always a good thing. But engineering is better. Why do you ask? Or why you ask? Why do you ask that? It's better because we get bridges. We'll get the aqueduct, which will be helpful. And it allows the establishing of additional trade routes. So maybe that's not all that necessarily helpful. But we're going to go with it. Because I figure we need bridges. Orleans definitely needs some aqueducts. And another trade route will mean, we get 2 trade things going on with the Mayan city. I don't think Venice is within our trade range, so we're not going to be able to get trade with them going anytime soon. Now, my only concern with trade with the Mayans, while I'm continuing stream of consciousness type thinking here, my only concern, we'll just put you on alert for now, we'll keep an eye on that catapult though, is that the Mayans are Buddhist, and it's the holy city for Buddhism, so I don't necessarily, at this stage, want Buddhism. Granted, I'm not doing much to generate my own religion, but actually, let's take a look at that. Let's take a look. Where's this? There we go. World religions.
I have some
so we've
information that may be of use.
Okay, you know what? Thank you. I'm done with you. we've got Buddhism, Catholicism, and Confucianism. So, you know, Frenchianity is still a possibility. Let's go ahead and take a look at the beliefs of Buddhism, because that's going to be important for us, obviously. These are all the unknown pantheons. So we got the French pantheon with our palace, our god king. I definitely want to do whatever I can to keep that, because that is nice. But if we were to make the switch over to Buddhism, we would gain science when a missionary or prophet spreads the faith. We would be able to use faith to purchase monasteries, which isn't too bad. I like that. Wow, we would get +1 production from fishing boats. That's absolutely useless for us. We would get faith to purchase cathedrals, which would be also useful, and missionary conversion strength up by 25%. So Buddhism wouldn't be that bad, but I'd like to try and get Frenchianity going on my own. Orleans obviously needs a market, but holy crap, do you ever need production to build that market? But there's really not much we can do. We could try... Oh no, we can't take citizens off that. So it's going to be growing, which is good. The granary is definitely going to help that out. So perhaps once, you know, 13 turns, once we get another population in Orleans, we'll be able to work on the market more effectively. One more swordsman, that's going to be 6 turns. I think it would be better to build the market. And now we can just sort of start shifting units this way. Yeah, we'll maneuver them like that for now. And perhaps like this. I don't know if you'll be able... No, you won't be able to shoot through the forest, but we can move... that's a moot point. We'll move you in and you'll lose all moves. So that may not be the best positioning for that archery unit, but it's a positioning. And it was enough to convince them that, hey, this isn't worth it. I'm okay with that. I'm also okay, actually, with utilizing this composite bowman. We'll just leave these guys on alert for this turn while we get everyone else positioned and ready. Let's take a look. Yeah, so I think Osaka here is going to be our first attempt at a conquest. And we don't want to cross the river, so we might as well cross the river here. It's kind of my thinking. And we'll start pushing down. Guess we could get you guys pushing down too, couldn't we? Hello, catapult. You gonna keep running? Apparently it looks like you are. And this has got the Japanese thinking, hey, we'll just move our catapult into range of Paris. Considering they don't have... let me just mull this over. Considering they don't have any infantry coming towards Paris, one catapult can shell the crap out of the city all at once. We'll wear it down with our garrison and the city combat modifier. Now, we are going to get more gold per turn if we go to Palenque, but we're also going to be getting 6 Buddhist pressure back, whereas if we go to Chichen Itza here, we'll get a little less gold, same amount of science, but no religious pressure. So that sounds... Oh, but they're Buddhist now. This might not work out. Oh, hello. Yep, keep moving this way. We'll move you guys down, and we'll get you... I guess we could threaten the catapult with you. Move you up and shoot it. There's no reason to keep a force in your city all the time. We got that caravan finished off. So what we're going to build next is a market that is tempting, and we need it. The water mill is going to get us more production, and it is going to cost... It's going to cost a lot of maintenance, actually, but the stoneworks... Aha, the stoneworks will get us the same amount of production, no food, but it will get us a happiness bonus, so that's good, and we need the production here, so we're going to go with that. I'm hoping... I'm kind of got my bets hedged on the market in Paris, and potentially Orleans, you know, sort of resolving all of our economic woes. Now, is he going to be able to get in range to shoot these guys? The answer is yes. obviously with the Orleans garrison, you know, away, we need somebody to cover our butts. And the Lyon garrison is doing a pretty good job of it. We're in a golden age, so this means our economic worries are solved. I mean, they're not long-term solved, but they're not a worry for now, which is good because we're doing things. I'm going to leave you in Paris because we're pulling you along and we've got you. So, just like that. And you can go on alert. Where can we fire from? Orleans? Yes, please. Take that, barbarian scum. Alright. 3 turns away from a market in Paris. Unfortunately, 14 from Orleans. But that, like I say, that population, that one little tick of population might be enough to solve all our problems. I hope. And while we're busy fighting the Japanese, the Mayans are building grand, wondrous buildings to make people ooh and ah over their greatness. It's a shame. I want people to be oohing and ahhing over my greatness. Damn this jungle. Right now, I'm really wishing I was the Iroquois, because I do believe they get forests and jungles are treated like roads to them, so yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a nice ability. Yeah, sure, go ahead. Not gonna do too much damage. You're just really concentrating on that one unit, aren't you? Well, it's gonna be sad for you. Oh, well, maybe. How many catapults do they have? Just wipe them out. That wasn't what I meant by wipe them out. But you know, that's definitely a thing. Alright. We're gonna get control here. Yes, we are. Alright, let's just make sure. Okay, so we got Mayan missionaries coming in. I think we're gonna have to bite the bullet on this one and just accept the fact that we're gonna become Buddhist. Which, I mean, you know, there's worse things that could happen, really. Alright, well, that catapult's almost dead. Those guys are pretty much dead. We'll just move you in. Move you down. And nothing beats seeing a bunch of cavemen with axes wipe out my highly trained spearmen. Such is life, though. You know, you can't sweat the small stuff. And I think these 3 catapults are just going to decimate whatever infantry force I put in here. Yep. Alright, well... yeah, great. Orleans has adopted Buddhism as well. So it won't be long and Paris will be Buddhist too. Such is life. Alright. We'll get you up in there. We can finish you off. Move you down, move you in, and then hopefully we can start hitting the city, although my amount of infantry is sorely lacking. We want gems. You see, that makes sense, because French people actually know what gems are. They're these rocks over here that the game keeps telling me to go settle. Those are too far away, even for me. So that's got to give you an idea of just how far away those things are. What do we want to do with you, worker? Nothing at the moment. We're going to get those horsies. But, yeah, otherwise, you can just chill. You just stay there, enjoy being Buddhist. It was not what I told you to do at all. But, hey, you know, you got a mind of your own. I appreciate that. I don't like it, but I appreciate it. So you want peace, do you? Peace would actually give me a chance here to sort of refocus myself on, you know, doing what I'm doing, which is attempting to build up France. So we'll see if we can work an embassy into this deal as well. And that's what you get for being a jerk, Japan, all right? Now, don't be thinking that because you've got 20 billion catapults that you can just come by and take whatever city you want. Lesson taught.
Instrumental mechanical science is the noblest, and above all the others, the most useful.
Thank you. Okay. So let's get our army back home. We can just send you all the way back to Orleans. And we'll work on positioning. We'll go rough combat or rough terrain, obviously, because I have a feeling it won't be long and we'll be back to Japan. What would be good now? Probably guilds. We could do to have the trade posts and other things just to start generating some cash. That would be very good. Okay, you can sleep for now, but once guilds are done, you're going to be building a lot of trade posts. Just realize this, alright? And then, I mean, once we got trade posts going, which I think I can just dot pretty much everywhere and not have too much of an ill effect aside from a big-ass bank account. And I'm okay. I'm okay with that. Alright, yeah, you can just head there, and you are already going someplace good. I think that's all our military moves we're going to need to worry about. For some reason, the catapult was like, I'm going to turn around, go back. Oh, it's these stupid missionaries. Oh, screw you, Buddhism. You're just putting so many kinks in my plans. Okay, you can go there. You can... I don't know why you're still... You just go that way. It's not hard. Alright, and you're gonna swing up around there. Good, good, good. And next turn. So I suppose what we should also do is try and find a fourth city location. And I'm kind of liking the look of this spot here. Granted, my people want gems, and that's over here. And, you know, putting a city up here doesn't get us any closer to this location. But with all those marshes, I mean, and the jungle. I'm not a fan of jungle. Alright, we'll put you there. We'll put you there. You can stay. You can stay. You can come up and stay. You guys keep going back. And good old Paris needs... We can try for the Great Wall. It does give us an extra culture. And it would slow down anybody who tries to invade France, which is always good. The National Epic, though, will give us a great writer slot, which is, you know, good. So does the Amphitheater, mind you, but the National Epic doesn't cost us anything, which is kind of why that's nice. Is there anything we can do to boost the economy of Paris? And I think the stable will work, because we got 2 sources of cows, which means that's going to be 2 production. So that sounds good. Alright. Another unmet player entering the medieval era. I'm not that concerned about that anymore because, hey, we're going to be in the medieval era very, very quickly. You can just go there. And I believe you're going to go there. There we go. So it's pretty freaking obvious what direction we believe France's biggest threat is coming from. Even though these guys are Buddhist now too. So job well done, Mayans, I guess. We're all Buddhists. It's not going to stop us from going to war against each other. Hello, horses. We should get you back in time to unleash hell. Well, not as much hell as I had hoped you would unleash. Alright, well, you know, that's something. Another religion is founded, so I mean, I'm thinking that. No, it's still 200. We were never going to get there generating one faith. This much I do realize. But they didn't... Oh, yeah, they got one Buddhist follower in Paris. Okay. Still waiting on guilds, so you can just head back home. That's fine. Thank you, kind barbarians, for coming along and saying, hey, you don't need your iron. We'll just nuke it. Super friendly. We'll just leave you there. We got a worker chilling in the city, right? Good. So we will be able to repair that the moment those barbarians are killed. Well, maybe not the moment, because it is going to take a couple of years for these guys to climb up those hills. Oh, okay, well, I'm glad we didn't throw anything into the Great Wall. Well, there would have been a bit of free cash, I do believe. That takes care of those idiots. And now we can start repairing the damage that they've done. So, obviously, somewhere up here is a big, nasty... do I have a scout anymore? Sorry. A big, nasty camp. Oh, there's a camp right there. That could potentially be the thing we're looking at. Let's build a market. And actually, let's go ahead and get our swordsmen up here. Just to try and teach that camp a little bit of a lesson. And I suppose we could use you to just head over that way and repair that farm too, just to sort of get that up as quick as possible. Orleans is a very fragile city, that is for sure. Once we get some sea resources, though, it should smooth things up. Seriously? Axe throwers? I despise axe throwers. Yeah, repair it. You get going. Oh! I see. Well, that changes things a little bit. Let's get our swordsmen up there. Or our spearmen, I should say. Well, I guess we could go one swordsman over yonder. Put you up on a hill, because those guys are just going to be freaking annoying balls. And actually, we can get you to reinforce as well. It's always good to have a mixed force anyway. If, son of a bitch. That is not groovy. Yes, yes, throw your axes. Thank you. You weren't expecting shields, though, were you? Come on. Attack them. Get another throw in. And we'll just do that. And move our spearmen in, too. Just to be like, look, asshats, you can't be the dicks you think you can be. We'll put you there, because it's probably good to defend you. We'll put you up there. There we go. Choose production in Paris. That Writers Guild, man, it's looking at me. It's like, you need this. We don't need it right now. What we need is a scout. Without question, because I need to know what's going on in this world. And Japan really put a hinder on that. Again, I'm gonna keep blaming Japan. I don't know how long reasonably I can continue to blame them, but for as long as I can, and probably for a bit longer. Let's see. We'll pelt you with arrows. Good. We'll pelt you with some more arrows. Even better. And then we'll just charge in and hopefully finish you off. In the meantime, well, we can send our composite bowman back into Orleans and just have him do his thing. We can send you up there and build that. And we can send you up to free that missionary that I would imagine is Mayan. And that should make the Mayans like us a bit better. They'll be like, oh, hey, thanks for returning our missionary. And I'll say, no problem. That's exactly how that exchange is going to go. Proper diplomatic verbiage and everything. You can go, too. Yeah, there you go. It's a little slide stepping, but whatevs. The more I look at this, the more I realize that this spot, like right here, wouldn't be that far from Paris. And it would actually be close to those gems. So that might not be a bad spot to plop down another city, which we're going to need to do. Because you don't get anywhere if you don't grow. Another unmet player has lost their capital. So I think that's 2. It could only be 1. Regardless, it's not Paris. And that's all that matters. That notification.
The merchants and the traders have come.
Yeah. Great. Now we're medieval too. Thank you, but we don't need that information. It's been on for far too long as it is. Let's send... Oh, geez. You're kidding me. Oh, misclicks. What I would give for an undo button in Civ. No, you're working that, so we'll just send you to Lyon and sleep. And I mean, we can't get you close enough. But next turn, next turn, we're gonna free that missionary. Let's take a look at the tree. So that's sailing. It's still way back there. And with the second port, like, I mean, if we take a look, that is gonna give us access to fish right away. So perhaps, whoa, that's the thing that I wanted. Sailing. Sailing is the way to go, finally. We got our market finished in Orleans. That is good. They're dealing with stagnation. That is not good. So perhaps a little bit of aqueduct action might be a good idea, or perhaps we can take care of this just in city management. Let's see. So, okay, well, once the farm is repaired, things in Orleans should take a turn for the better. In the meantime, because it's not going to cost me anything, I'm going to build walls there. Walls are always good to have. And they're free, basically. So, you know, why wouldn't you have them? Is kind of my thinking. Right now, anyway. For all I know, this will be the last city I build walls in. Stranger things have happened. Let's go free that missionary. Yeah, we'll return the unit. I hope it does. I really do hope that it brings us together. What it'll probably do is turn things around, and we're going to build a trade post. And actually have the Mayans invade, you know, in the next day or two, perhaps. Let's go ahead and build a trade post, shall we? I think so. Let's get that trade going. Those are a tile improvement that are underutilized for me. The trade. A little trade post, so hopefully I can actually use them more often and, you know, get some more money effectively. It would be nice. Money's always a good thing. Let's... Actually, we can send you up onto those hills, can't we? Okay. Yeah, you can just go like that, and you can just go like that. Way down there, that is too far. But there isn't. And actually, well, next turn I'll remember to move those guys. We'll just move you guys back. We'll wind up moving our spearmen back too. Because this guy's doing some exploring. He's doing some good work. We'll go with philosophy now. Wow, 660 AD and we're just researching philosophy. Go France! This is going to be a stellar game, guys. Trust me. Boop. What to do, what to do. We could get another caravan going. I don't really necessarily want to trade with Japan, but I could get Lyon to get another one once that market is done, and then we can get some more trade going with the Mayans, which I am A-okay with. What else? We don't... happiness is slowly becoming an issue, so a Colosseum would be good. And listen to those cows. They know what's up. Yeah. Another stellar game of Civ. Oh, we might as well go this way. I have a feeling the end of the continent is near Palanque here, but I'm not, I'm not 100% sure. We'll just move you guys over in this direction. Just to make sure no freaking hand axe throwing jerkwads show up and are like, no city there. I'll show you no city. Alright. I guess I could just set that guy to auto-explore. That would probably be best. And it looks like that is not the end of the continent. So perhaps the Mayans have been busy. We got Troy A down. That's good news. And we can send you there to go take care of those guys next turn. So here's the thing. I always like building monuments in my city first thing just to get that culture going. But that is going to cost me some money. Money that I don't necessarily have. Well, we're going to do it. We're going to do it because it makes sense to do it. And do we finally need another worker? Let's just take stock of the situation. It's really not... Really, the placement of the city is dependent on a lot of border growth. It'll work. Trust me, it'll work. I believe in this. Well, we don't really have anything to work on aside from a road. So, I mean, that's going to be done soon enough. So once that's done, we'll just get that worker to build a road because nothing else can go up in Orleans except trade posts. And none of that's really critical at the moment, but it has the potential to become critical. Go ahead and auto-explore. Looks like this is going to be a nice little lake, which I'm okay with. Because then this allows me to, press out more in that direction. I don't know why it does that, but it just, in my head, that's what it does, so... Charge in there, lads. There we go. Got some free money. And I'm going to move my spearmen and my swordsmen up over yonder. Because it looks like there's another camp up there. Granted, there was a Japanese unit that walked out of there that was damaged. I'm going on to the assumption that they're damaged because they're, damaged. Because they've been fighting and not actually successfully defeated anybody. That's my thinking anyway. I don't know. That camp probably doesn't exist, but I'd rather send my army up there than discover in a couple turns that no, it isn't, and I gotta go freaking barbarian hunting yet again. So we're just gonna do it that way. Alright, we will get you rough terrain drill. Because that's a good thing. And basically, that's all we need you to do there. Alright, so you're done your trade post. That's good. How about another? I'm going to put the trade posts for sure in the desert. Because where else are they going to go? Right? Might as well get something for worthless land than nothing at all. So at the very least, the desert regions are going to be our trade regions. The grass, the plains, that's kind of iffy. I still like the thought of, having those open for farms. You can see Paris probably needs another farm now. So, I really should have bought another worker. Go ahead, build a trade post. You can just chill for now. And let's get you down. Started on the road, and then I'll buy another worker, and we'll get some farms going up. Anything else? I don't really necessarily want to drop any money on a shrine. I do need to boost happiness, though. That is for true. The Colosseum wasn't as good as I thought it would be. Oh yeah, we still need a monument in Troye. That makes sense. So, I guess a barracks would probably be a good thing to put in the capital. Alright, yeah, you keep going. Keep going now. Alright.
There is only one good, knowledge, and one evil, ignorance.
Good old Socrates. Usually knows what he's talking about. Alright, let's get ourselves a worker. It's a big investment. There's a lot of our treasury in there, but I think it's going to be worth it. 50% faster. That sounds like it would be pretty awesome. It was not 50%. It was 16 before, now it's 11. I'm pretty sure that that should be 8 if I do my math. I'm no mathematician, guys, so we'll forgive the game for now. You see, theology, none of those are really appealing except for maybe the Grand Mosque, but that's already been built. Pikemen. Food from the farm increased by 1 on tiles with access to fresh water. We could go with the lighthouse. That would actually be pretty useful. But I think metal casting will be more useful. Without a doubt, France doesn't have that big of a navy.
L'offerta non sarà valida per tanto tempo.
In fact, we have no navy. France isn't going to have a lot of naval tradition, if you will, if you want to put it in EU4 terms, which apparently I do. So deal with it. Yeah, you bet. Yeah, thank you for, coming along and making sure my people convert to Buddhism. I guess you're just playing the long game in Paris. We are certainly nowhere near being the most progressive people. It's life. That's life right there. I'm going to build a farm. And Lyon, you finished your market, so how about another caravan? Maybe a circus, actually. So a circus is really good because it's relatively cheap to build. It gives you 2 happiness, and there is no upkeep. None. It's free happiness. If I could build a circus in every city, I would. But every city does not have access to horses, so I can't. That's life, though. Sometimes you just don't have access to the horses you need. There is certainly a lot of land up here, which is reassuring. If we're going to go for a bigger city build, or a bigger nation build, which was kind of the idea. Whether we're successful on that or not is yet to be seen, considering the date. I don't think so. And, there we go. Oh, we got another nation over here. Could be the Ottomans, if I remember my Civ 5 colors correctly. We'll call them the Ottomans, because until I know better, that's what they are in my head. So Japan has denounced an unmet player. I might just denounce Japan. I think that would be a good idea.
Oh.
Yeah, well, no, we don't need to discuss anything more. I notice. You're coming along with a trade caravan, and I just want to let you know, we'll take your money, but we don't like you. We probably will never like you. You had a chance. First impressions, man. First impressions count for a lot, and this is going to take a lot of work. I guess we'll just do that. Generate some wealth. We need it. Keep going this way. Next turn, this sucker. And let's go. Come on. Process your turns. All right. What do we got? Worker, done. Building your trade post. I likes it. How about another? There we go. Making that desert work for me. There was a lot of land up here. Let's see what else we got. Orleans, the troubled city. If I could get Petra in Orleans, that'd blow my mind, but I don't think that's going to happen. Let's see. Are you actually growing? You are growing. 3 citizens. We had you at 4, but I guess people starved. Okay, yeah, I get how that works then. God, I'd love to get that. Maybe I'd build that in Lyon. Yeah, that would make far more sense to build in Lyon than Orleans. So, with that being said, I think what we're going to do, we don't have any sea resources yet, but we will build a warship just so we can start getting the good old-fashioned seas scouted out. And I think that is going to be a good place to leave the video. So let's go ahead and save this guy, France. Thank you very much. Thumbs up if you have enjoyed this video. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, what have you below. Thank you all very much for watching. We'll see you next time.